All right. Okay, Cancer. So the first card we have is the maturity card in reverse. And this card is about in the position of how you're feeling. So you guys might be feeling immature. You really might be feeling lack of maturity in a situation this month of September. So some of you guys might be thinking that you need to step up your maturity level and get more balanced with your emotions and your thoughts, feelings, and be more mature in a situation. So you guys might be noticing that you're you might be thinking that you need to do this, step up your maturity level in a situation. So maybe you're catching yourself being a little bit lack of maturity, or if this isn't you, Cancer, it could be somebody else, but this most likely is you, and you may be thinking about being a little more mature in a situation. Well, that's always good, right? The next card we have is the politics card, and this is in the position of what you guys are going to be possibly doing this month. So you might be really putting on a false face, right? You might be putting on a false face, a false demeanor, false emotions, false everything around people, places, or things in your environment, people that you're dealing with. You may be consciously aware of it, or you may not be. You may just find yourself start acting unauthentic all of a sudden. That's not normally like a Cancer. You guys are very deep and you're very wise. But for whatever reason, you might be around other people as well. It doesn't have to be you, Cancer. You could be around a lot of people right now that you're sensing. You're very aware of your intuition, and you're very connected. So you may be really sensing people around you being very fake, being very false with their actions or their feelings or how they're talking to you. And it might require you to be mature about it. Instead of maybe you guys might be thinking that you need to react in a certain way, or a certain way that's a little bit more mature. So if you do catch yourself acting as if you are acting, if you're consciously realizing that you're acting in a way that's not authentic to yourself, and that you're finding yourself kind of be on lower energies just to satisfy a situation or people around you, you may notice that about yourself, and you may go, oh my gosh, I need to stop that. I need to be a little bit more mature and be myself. Again, it's going to go vice versa either way, but I do see this here. The next card we have is the rebirth card. Wow. And this is in the position of how what you're going to be feeling. So you guys are going to be feeling this beautiful rebirth, that you're kind of coming out of a time where you did lack maturity, where you did lack knowledge, where you did falsify your emotions, thoughts, and feelings, or put on a different face. This card is all about that. It's about growing and maturing. It's about being your authentic self. It's about growing beyond what you were and evolving and blooming into a new you, a higher vibrational Cancer. That's what it's about. And you guys are starting to feel this month of September. You're feeling that you are rebirthed, that you're being rebirthed, that you are rebirthed. It looks like, you had some issues in the past, maybe with maturity, or some kind of having to do with this lack of maturity here. And now you have it. It seems like you've really rebirthed into something. Your identity is coming to a high. That's what it is. And the next card we have is slow down. So Cancer, it's time to slow down. It's time for you guys to slow down when it comes to something, because it looks like there's a need to slow down also. So if you guys are trying to, if you're trying to lessen the load from your situation, some of you guys are trying to lessen the load, but you're going too fast. Maybe you're going too fast. Maybe you're trying to finish things too quickly or get to a certain, place or in your life or in a situation, and you might be rushing. So this card is talking about slowing down and being able to slow down as well. So it looks like there's something having to do with slowing down by the end of this month. You guys are working on it. It looks like you're working on your life, and you want to kind of slow things down for whatever reason in your life. And the next card we have, is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is at the bottom of the deck, and this talks about not putting a lot of work into something for sure, but not really getting the rewards or the return. So it looks like some of you guys have been putting a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of skill, and you're just not getting back what you put into it. And for others of you, you haven't been working at all. You flat out just haven't been doing any work, and therefore you're lacking in finances right now. So some of you are lacking in finances, but some of you are really have put so much time and effort into something, and it's just not, it's almost like the more you put the time into it, it's almost worse. It's almost like it's even further from you receiving what you deserve in it. So it's kind of like that situation, right? Now, it doesn't have to be finances. It could be a relationship as well, or a situation in a relationship. But most likely this is finances, having to do with finances. All right. So the main card we have is the Six of Wands in reverse. So this is the main energy for your reading. This is the main energy. And this talks about not being acknowledged, not being noticed, Cancer. Cancer may not have won the victory. A lack of achievement, a lack of being noticed, and somebody not noticing you. Maybe, again, it's like you put all this work into something and you're not getting the reward, right? You're not getting the victory that you want. You're not getting the raise. You're not getting the acknowledgement from your boss or your manager or, somebody in authority above you. They're not seeing or paying attention at all to all the work you're putting into this, right? So a lot of you are in that situation where you've been working overtime, doing, spending extra time. So trying to get that promotion or trying to be noticed. And clearly they're not paying attention to you for whatever reason. And that could have to do with this politics card where somebody, at work is being two-faced with you in this situation. And maybe you're realizing they're not very mature. They're not a very mature person. Okay, so the next card we have is the Tower. And this is in the position of what it could be an obstacle this month or a challenge for you. And yes, I definitely see this as a challenge. So the challenge for you this month is a very quick, sudden change, unexpected change that's coming in. It's going to come in. It's going to be, wow, unexpected, right? It kind of appears that people are not being authentic and people are ignoring you. And there's all this work being put into something. And we do have this card, the slowing down card. So it looks like you've been spending too much time on something. And you're needing to slow down now. You're needing to, obviously you're not getting paid or acknowledged. You're not getting acknowledged. You're not getting noticed at all for everything you're doing. So the Tower's here. I think it's going to stir things up for you and help you. We'll find out more later on here. But we do have the Tower. This is a challenge this month. And this challenge obviously will be how you deal. How are you going to deal with this sudden change? Are you going to lose it and focus on the negativity of it? Or are you guys going to accept it and deal with the change? Because in actuality, as we all know, the Tower is in our favor. It doesn't always come at the right time that we want it to, or in the way that we want it to, but it definitely comes and it definitely helps us and the people around us. It helps our situation, us or our situation. And it always is illuminating and allowing us to see things in a new way, in a way that we weren't able to see before. Okay. So it's good that it is here. So that in your recent past, we have the Seven of Swords. And in the recent past, somebody might have been trying to walk away from something or get away from something, leave a situation. Also, they could have been, this could be you, Cancer. You could have been trying to leave a situation behind, try to get out of something, because you probably, I mean, if this is you, yeah, I mean, maybe, somebody's obviously not being recognized and a lot of work's being put in. And so I think what's happening is somebody in the past really tried to take one over on you, right? Because you didn't get the victory, it's possible that this other person was trying to get the victory over you. So maybe they tried to pull something. That's possible for some of you. But we do have this kind of, in the recent past, we do have the 7 of Swords. So either you or somebody else is kind of was trying to, hide something, pull one over on somebody. Again, we have the politics card. This is somebody who's very, very two-faced. And that's what this card could be as well. Maybe somebody was being really two-faced and now they're trying to escape the situation, like before they're found out. But you guys are so intuitive and you will and always do see the truth. And this is, you're going to find, if you didn't see it, this tower is going to bring it for you and you're going to rebirth from it. Okay. You're going to feel amazing. Okay. You're going to feel like it's bringing you to a new level. The next card we have for you is the 5 of Wands in reverse. And this is what's in the position of what it is you guys should be focusing on this month. What it is your advice. What is your advice? And this card's all about letting go of struggle, letting go of competition, letting go of conflict. It's not worth it, right? It's not worth it. When conflict and competition become two-faced and shady, it's not worth it. It is time to be mature because you can't win. Well, you can't win with people like that. People that are two-faced, people that are really, really stealers, trying to take things from you. At that point, it's like, a lot of you guys are letting go and realizing you're way above this low energy and you're gonna give up. Not give up, but you're gonna let it go. You're gonna let your sword down. You're gonna let the conflicts go because you already know we can only control ourselves, and it's not up to us to make everybody work in harmony and to make everybody work together because we can't control those other people. And so I think you're realizing you can control yourself and all you have to do is step back and let all the craziness and drama happen. All you need to do is step back, whether that be truly in the sense that you are working with other people at work and this is going on, or if this is just all by yourself, internal conflict over this situation. It's good now to let God or your angels take it from you and set it aside because this is too much drama, right? What's coming in for you right now in September when you see this video is the Fool card. Oh my gosh, Cancer, you guys are moving. You want to try something new. You want to take a risk. You want to try something new. You want to let go of all this, work you've put in and struggle and conflict and the lies and the two-faced people and the lack of, acknowledgement. And you guys are saying, you know what? I am being rebirthed. I am falling into my true identity and I'm going to be independent. I don't need other people's acknowledgement. I don't need other people's cooperation. I don't need people's two-facedness. And I don't need to continually work for something without being acknowledged. So you guys are wanting to take a risk, try something new. And the next card we have is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is in the position of what you guys are striving for this month, what you're hoping for. And so I think some of you guys are hoping for some money, a loan. Obviously, you guys have lost some money here, possibly. You worked and worked and you didn't get the payout. So a lot of you guys kind of got ripped off, it looks like. To me, this whole reading looks like you got ripped off totally by some really deceptive people. And you could have gotten dragged into whatever this is, and it's not always necessarily everybody else's fault, but I do see that there's been some deception here. And it looks like you are drained financially. You went through all this and you didn't get the payout. So at this point, I think you guys are hoping for, I think you're hoping to get a payout. I think you're hoping to get a loan, or you're hoping to get the rewards of all the labor and hard and time you put into this job or finances. And stop the fighting. You just want to, it looks like you just want the money. You want not just the money. It's not just about money. It's about getting what you deserve. You put in a lot of work and time and you want your share, right? All right. So the next card we have is the Page of Cups. This is in the position of how you're looking at your situation. So you might be, this is definitely a water sign. So this definitely could be you, Cancer, being the Page of Cups in reverse, or it could be another Cancer, another water sign. But this person is young in some way, shape, or form. It could be a younger person, but it really could just be you, Cancer, not really feeling the love, not really feeling emotionally fulfilled and like you're able to give love to others, or, be the nice Cancer that you are, which is always so giving and caring. This person needs help. This person needs the love. This person needs the attention right now, and they're not getting it, or it's you and you're not able to give it right now. So somebody is emotionally drained and they're not able to really stand on their own 2 feet and really give that emotion. So being that there's so much, negativity here and disharmony, it's possible that this water sign has been overly emotional and needy as well in this situation. The next card we have is the Death card. So we definitely have an ending here. It goes very well with the Tower. And the Death card is in the position of your surroundings, environment, people, places, things around you. So whatever the situation is coming to an end. It will be coming to an end. And that looks to me, guys, like it was a really, really good thing. It looks like you're going to have to cut your losses, cut your, it looks like you just need to cut your losses, right? And move on to something. And I think that's what this reading is telling you, is that whatever this was that you were working on, giving so much of, wasting your money, giving your money away, obviously you were working against the grain, and it wasn't necessarily your fault, because there was some two-faced person here. There was some kind of unauthentic. Somebody's been unauthentic. But you've really learned from this, Cancer. This is such a big shock to you. This ending, lack of appreciation, deception and arguing. So it is time. You really have learned something from this, and you've really grown from it. And this Tower is definitely going to bring you this growth. So yeah, something's ending. Obviously, this is not a good situation. And if it ends against your will or for your will, trust me, if you're the Cancer that says that you really didn't want this to end, and you're still really emotional right now and sad because it didn't work out for you, please turn that around. Let that go, because that is not, that negative energy that you're having to take on is not for you to take on. We can't control this situation sometimes. It's time for you to let it go and let it end. Let it end. Let it end. Because look at you guys. Something's new. You want something new. You want some beautiful, free-flowing, independent way, right? The next card we have is the Eight of Pentacles. And this is in the position of your hopes and fears. And you guys are hoping, and it looks like you're afraid that, again, it's like you put so much time, so much effort into something. And the more time and effort you put in, the less you even receive back. So a lot of you are a little bit afraid to face the facts that you put a lot of time and effort into this. And you realize it's just, it's not for you anymore. It's not going to bring you the love or the money or the acknowledgement and the victory that you thought you were going to get. It's just not going to do it. So I think that's your fear this month, is that you're realizing that it's over. You're realizing you're not going to put any more time and energy into this. And you're hoping to start something new, cut your losses, and, just start something new. Start something new on your own. You don't have to work with these horrible people. You don't need this attention. So yeah, you got a lot of, it seems like it's a lot about money, and you guys might have given a lot of money, a lot of time, and you didn't get back what you thought you were going to, unfortunately. Okay, so the outcome we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant's here, and this is all about spirituality. It's also about commitment. So there's a big commitment here by the end of the month. If it's not a commitment, this is just a wonderful a beautiful, strong self-belief in doing things the right way for yourself. And you guys might be coming into becoming this Hierophant. You might be realizing that what you thought and believed and how you acted on that belief got you in this really bad situation. And you might be rebirthing here. Obviously you are. You're rebirthing here, and you're realizing, no, I'm going to do things authentic and the way I believe it should be. And you're going to commit to things that you believe in, and you're going to do things the right way, not this way, right? You're realizing what's right and what's wrong as far as how you see things now, how you see things. Okay. So you guys are growing to a new level of awareness, and you might be changing your belief system. But you are going to be doing things the right way now. You also might be getting involved with some kind of spiritual groups for some kind of spiritual teachings or spiritual plannings. You might be committing yourself to some kind of new rituals or practices. But yeah, I do see you guys are rebirthing into a brand new you. You're going to be a lot more authentic. You're going to do things that you really believe that are the right way. Maybe in the past you were two-faced yourself by thinking, in this sense, I mean, to your own self, not to others, but maybe you were two-faced to yourself, where in the sense that, again, maybe there's a part of you that knew what you were doing was wrong, or that you would not wrong, but wrong for you, and that you wouldn't get the payout, but you kept doing it anyway to try to change their mind, or to try to control the situation to make it better. And it just didn't work out for you. So yeah, you guys are learning from that to pay more attention to your inner beliefs, right? Your inner thoughts, what's right for you. Anyway, this is a great reading, and I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for the Tower. I really don't think we need to, because this reading to me is very... Oh, I have this card, you guys. This is another card I pulled. This is before I did this on camera. I did this off camera. And this is a special card for you. It's an extra card for advice. And this is the Death card in reverse. Wow. You guys got this card twice. And because this was in your surrounding environment originally, and it was upright. So definitely this ending has not to do with you. It has to do with you, but somebody on the other side is stopping the ending, is creating the end of something. And it looks like you guys are going to be challenged because you're not wanting this end, possibly at first, because like I said, the Tower's here, and it might be difficult for you all of a sudden to realize, oh my gosh, this is not working. Oh my gosh, this is the end. This is over. So that might be the challenge for you, and the advice for you is to let go. For those of you that this hasn't even happened yet to you, it's going to happen later on this month, but you already know kind of what this is about. Just be prepared that it's possible that you might get a surprise that is going to end. You're gonna get fired maybe, or you're going to get laid off, and you're gonna be like, why? I'm the only one who did all the work, So it might be difficult for you, but remember, everything, you guys already know this. It is for your own good, okay? You are gonna find what bad is gonna turn into this. You're going to get a new direction, guys, Cancer. You're going to get away from this old energy. You're getting a new direction, brand new beginning on your own, and you're getting a rebirth. So it's almost like you're getting a second chance to do something different in a positive way, right? To get away from this really negative people or this negative situation. So don't hold on to what it is that you lost, right? So don't be too sad about all this money, time, effort you spent and you didn't even get recognized. They probably laid you off. Okay, whether this be work or relationships, it can go either way. It is time to slow down. It is time to reassess, and it is time to rebirth, and it is time for you guys to start something beautiful and in a beautiful spiritual way. Because maybe this wasn't very spiritual. Maybe this wasn't maybe it really wasn't, it wasn't meant for you, obviously, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card for you from the Alana Fairchild deck. What is the messages for our lovely Cancers? What is the message for Cancer? This seems like a very good month for you guys. I know it seems a lot for some of you, but wow, you guys are going to be coming out ahead in a new, more of a life path. Okay, this is going to be more of a life path for you. Change isn't always fun or easy, right? No, sometimes it's horrible. But just look at what you're leaving behind. It's nothing good. Nothing good. I don't see. There's nothing. It was nothing. Was not meant to be. Whatever that was. All right. So what's the message for our Cancer? Conscious connections. This is number 35. Conscious connections. All right. So let me read this to you. Conscious connections. I'll read it from my book here. All right. There's a call for more intimacy in your immediate relationships. There is an opening for heart-to-heart communication that can salvage and restore a broken relationship or friendship. If you are willing to honor your differences and look to what unites you, sometimes it is hard to bear the differences between one another. One person may be willing to live life in a high definition, whilst another may prefer to live it more vicariously until they have the confidence to step into the center stage of their own life story. We are not here to judge each other, just to love, to be loved, and to let go of those that cannot accept us as we open up to those who can. This oracle brings guidance for you to trust in the sanctity of the connections in your life. If you have asked to experience a more sacred connection with people who truly get you and want to play with you rather than against you, then this oracle is confirming that this manifestation is on its way to you. It may or may not be obvious at first, but kindred spirits are going to enter your life to help you connect to a deeper feelings and creativity. They will give you wings to your inspirational ideas and big dreams. If you have been asking for healing in your current friendships or other intimate relationships, know that this can happen through your willingness to express your true feelings and allow the situation to either fall apart or come together. Okay, guys, this really wraps it up. It's talking about this, right? It's talking about the two-faced. It says, you know, it's time. Well, I can't remember where it was here, but yeah, it is time it's time to let go, you know, and it looks like this is the advice and this is what you'll be doing this month, is to letting go of the conflicts with others or competition or the disagreements with others. And it's asking you to rise above that. And it's asking you that some people aren't allowed to be authentic, right? So it is it's going to be a big shock to you. Okay. It is going to end. You guys can just move forward right here. You're going to be moving forward. Okay. I think what this card is talking about for those of you that are moving forward and by yourself, I think this card talks about still being friends with the person, even after all this, and just forgiving and forgetting and moving forward in your own authentic self and being the better person, the higher person. And if the other person doesn't respect you or see your worth, then let them go, right? Let them go. Let them grow. Let the situation go. It's not, you don't need that, right?